セガサターンシロ
Hey everybody, another Friday, SHIRO Show live.
Yo, what's up?
How's it going?
Guys?
I'm SaturnDave TraynoCo, and I'm really tired.
As always.
I've been cleaning the house all day, and I'm exhausted. What have you been up to?
Take a nap.
I will. I would love to take a nap. Do I have your permission?
Not on stream. But anyways, yeah, it's been a crazy busy week with me.
I'm gonna lie down here on the couch here.
Yeah, just lie down. I'll cuddle you afterwards. Anyways, weirdness aside, it's all good on my end. It's been really busy with stuff. Like I've been working out a lot, and it's been like taking up. Like I think I've worked out like 7 times this week, sometimes in multiple days. So
nice.
Yeah, I'm getting shredded.
You getting ripped?
Yeah, I'm not at the weight goal I want to be. So I cut down pretty much everything in half, and I'm going like double duty at the gym. So
what's your weight goal?
170 at least, 175.
Oh wow,
maybe.
Mine's I'd be happy with 190, 198 even. I'm well.
Yeah,
I'm,
I just
I'm
hit
pretty... What?
Sorry, what were you saying? I just hit 200. So
congratulations, dude. That's
no,
awesome.
That's not a good thing. I gained weight.
Well, wait a second. How tall are you?
5'7".
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. I'm 6'1".
I'm
and
short.
I'm 6'1", and I'm well over 200. And yeah, I need to get below 200. But
yeah, my BMI is not happy, so I have to go and lose that. So I'm working
all that
out
gaming
a lot more. Yeah, it doesn't transfer your fingers, but
yeah,
I'm hoping that I'll be able to lose that weight and get the gains I need to succeed.
But in the meantime, somebody commented that you were sexy, Pat.
Oh yeah, and on the podcast, thank you guys, appreciate it.
Yeah. So hey,
I'm glad they said best pod in the game. So
love the body you got. But no, seriously, kudos for all the working out. I'm jealous. I need to be doing the same. I need to do strength training, for my joints and everything like that.
Yeah,
bunch of old guys talking about.
Exactly. I don't want to bag back. So
hey, guess what?
The Discord. What?
What about the Discord?
Apparently, they said the Discord link is dead in the chat, so I'll go fix that. Well,
I just copied it today. Like that's crazy. I just copied.
Yeah,
every time I do a new stream every week, I go over to Discord and I copy a new link and I paste it into the description. Well, it's
an invalid
silly.
invite.
It's an invalid.
Maybe you actually hit something like it's like a one-person invite.
All right. Well, I suck.
Yeah, I'll fix it later. But anyways, been pretty good. I actually got up early because I had to surrender my turntable today.
For repair?
Yeah, basically I put it in repair a couple of months ago, but like the guy kept delaying it, and he got like really sick.
Yeah.
So I had to pick it up, and I've been listening to it, but I put it in for repair today, and it's gonna be, they say they get to in about 2 weeks, so a little bit better than the 3 or 4 months for the last guy. So
I gotcha. Okay, well.
So I'm gonna hopefully get this one. Fingers crossed. I was gonna buy another turntable there for a temporary thing so I can listen to stuff. But like as soon as like I got there and dropped off, they're like, "Oh yeah, we're going to lunch, so probably come back later." It's like, I live in Gilbert, so it's like an hour drive to you. So
yeah.
So I'm gonna see if I can go back in the morning tomorrow and test a couple out and pick one out and use it, because not literally a lot of good options right now for turntables. Like I just need something like $200 to $300 just so I can use it and then either give it to somebody or keep it as a spare for different streams and stuff. I might do that. I'll go to a couple hi-fi shops this weekend. But yeah, besides that, I picked up some new jazz. Should I show that on the stream?
You picked up a lot of jazz. I would say you're covered in jazz.
I'm a jazz.
He's covered in jazz, guys.
I got a mouthful of jazz. Replace the J with the A with an I. Anyways, I'll go talk
I was
about
implying
my jazz
that. You didn't actually have to say it. I did something.
Anyways,
once you're okay, we'll wait. We'll look at the jazz.
No, what were you gonna do? Sorry.
No. Just remind me that I had something. Otherwise, I'll forget.
Okay. Well, why don't you do it now so you don't forget? Because I know you're gonna forget. So
okay.
why don't you do it now? Get your thing out, and then,
I learned how to wind bomb in Breath of the Wild, and it was really hard. Like it was really hard. I've used a lot of other travel methods in Breath of the Wild before, but I never was really good at wind bombing. But I finally figured it out, and that's when you like drop a round bomb, and then you drop a square bomb right after it, and then the square bomb hits you in the back and like sends you flying across the map. It's a really
interesting.
Yeah, and you can chain it too, so that like when you're jumping off, when you're doing like the long distance test, you can jump off the tower, and then you can kind of wind bomb right in the middle of the air, and then it'll send you flying out to an island, and then you can wind bomb again, and it'll just keep going. You can chain it. But
I'm guessing you've been playing Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. So Jesse's been playing through it, and I've been kind of assisting him, and then we kind of assisting. Yeah. Like basically he makes me yeah, he does the puzzles, but he doesn't do any of the tests of strength because he's like yeah, I don't know, but it's fun. It's fun, it's fun. He loves Zelda. Like he's a huge Zelda fan. He completed Link to the Past by himself. I was proud of him, and yeah, no, he's really getting into Breath of the Wild. So I got him like that thick expanded edition hardcover guide, so that when he's not playing the game, he can sit up with a flashlight and read about, I don't know, cooking elixirs and stuff like that, or whatever.
Nerd.
Okay, show us the jazz. Now I want to see the jazz.
Gotcha. But I'm glad you've been enjoying Breath of the Wild and the Switch. It's been something I think you've been waiting to get, right? A Switch?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let me show you the jazz. So the first one I got is Kenny Burrell's Midnight Blue.
Oh, yeah, Blue Note.
Blue Note label, classic. Got the Blue Note reissue, audiophile, original analog tapes.
So that's sealed? Is that like a sealed reissue?
No, it's open.
Oh, okay. So how much did that run you?
$25.
Okay.
All the jazz that I'm going to be featuring is $25. So this one's really good. It's Kenny Burrell. He basically what he did was instead of adding a piano player, he was the guitar player and does it without a piano player with it. So it's a guitar player and a couple other guys, and it sounds really good. I mean, they're both string instruments, so
right.
Got cool notes here. Got cool quality vinyl. Right there, I'll flip that. Yeah, there we go.
Nice.
I keep it in the back sleeve. So here's a pro tip: if you're a pro collector like I am, keep your records in the sleeve and then put the record behind it. So that way, if you can get it in the sleeve, because I can't right now because I'm stupid.
So okay, what? How are you doing this?
So this is
keep your record in the sleeve, and then put the slip behind it.
The record behind it, yeah.
Okay.
So kind of hard. I should do it off screen, but yeah, I'll. Lots of dead air today. Basically, you have the record on this side, or so you have the slip cover on this side, and you have the record on this side. So that way you just pull out the record like this.
Yeah.
And then you just pull it out like this, and that way you can just easily access it, and it won't cause any ring wear on your sleeve itself.
I got
so it'd be nice and pristine. You don't have to worry about any ring wear or anything like that.
Cool.
And the second one I got is the famous Monin by Art Blakey.
Art Blakey, yeah.
Very famous. I would say it's probably the Dark Side of the Moon of jazz records. No, maybe the Abbey Road of jazz records.
Okay.
So yeah, but it's another analog Blue Note, $25. Really good. Definitely would listen to that. Art Blakey's an amazing drummer. He's also on another record I got, but it's not with him. And of course, Lee Morgan's Sidewinder, another one I got. Same one, Blue Note, $25. This is it's bop jazz, so it's more like energetic based jazz. That's what I believe it is. It has some really solid people on there. It's got Lee Morgan, Joe Henderson, Barry Harris, Billy Higgins on drums. So they get a lot of interesting players, really GOAT players on this one. So highly recommend picking this up. This is another probably Dark Side equivalent, if I'd say.
Really? Okay, cool.
And then of course the last and my favorite one right here is Soul Station by Hank Mobley is probably my favorite one so far that I've
that's
gotten.
one I recognize. That last one, that you lost me on that last one, but this one I recognize.
Yeah, this one's got a lot of fire players. This one has Hank Mobley on tenor sax. It's got Paul Chambers on bass from famous. I believe he was on Kind of Blue. I'll have to double check. I'm fairly sure Paul Chambers was Kind of Blue though. And then Art Blakey on drums. So the guy there was, but yeah, Art Blakey, amazing drummer. He has some sick drum solos on this album. This is sort of more classical jazz, like what you probably expect versus the bop jazz.
Yeah.
It's really good though. I think it's a really great record. And if you want, these are all still in stock on Blue Note, on BlueNoteRecords.com for $25 a piece. And if you're at Target, some of them are like $23 to $21. So if you need some good jazz, go to Blue Note. They have some amazing jazz titles, very audiophile quality, just for $25. And yes, Dave is a drummer.
My hat, I took a shower and washed my hair, and it actually looked okay, so I didn't feel like wearing a hat today. I don't know. Yes, I'm a drummer, and I'm sorry, MXG Go is falling asleep talking about jazz. But
Fair.
I mean, I like it. I dig it. If I could come over to your house, I'd listen to some jazz.
For sure, we'll definitely do that sometime. I'll bring some records. I need to see your Kind of Blue. You need to post that in the chat.
Oh, okay, yeah. I've got Kind of Blue. I've got Miles Davis Greatest Hits, and I know I have Bitches Brew somewhere. But again, a lot of our stuff is still in boxes, and I couldn't find it when I went to organize all of my vinyl and stuff like that. So anyway, I need to get what is it? I want to get a bunch of hip hop on vinyl. Nice. All of my vinyl stuff is, like 50s, 60s, and 70s rock, jazz, like indie stuff, a bunch of indie stuff, emo stuff, screamo, punk, rockabilly punk and stuff like that. A lot of 80s pop, like Tears for Fears and Police and
Got some songs from the Big Chair.
I got some Aztec Camera. I got some what's that band that I'm not thinking about? Burning Down the House, and it's not the Talking Heads. I've got a bunch of that kind of stuff, and I've got a ton of progressive rock, like Genesis and like
Pink
UK
Floyd.
Pink Floyd. Yeah, I got some Pink Floyd's, Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin's more classic rock, but Beatles. Got everything from the Beatles, but I don't have like any hip hop. I don't have like any hip hop, if I'm being completely honest. So I need to like
you need to get some Wu-Tang in your life, dude.
I wouldn't mind a Wu-Tang record. I wouldn't mind getting some Kendrick Lamar, getting some Eminem on vinyl would be nice. Getting some older stuff.
I almost got MMLP1, but the record was just trashed, and I just couldn't justify getting it.
I want to get De La Soul on vinyl. I want to get Run DMC. Run DMC.
Do you have any Gorillaz?
Would love to get Gorillaz on. I don't have any Gorillaz, but would love to.
I have pretty much everything from Gorillaz besides the last two records. So the Now and whatever the latest one was.
Mm-hmm.
I sadly do not have that.
Yeah. Oh, Beastie Boys. Yeah, I need to see. There's so much. I need to like set aside $1,000 just to go shopping, record shopping.
Yeah. But, we'll have to come if you ever come out here. I go out there. We should go record shopping. Get some Beastie Boys. I know I really want to get Paul's Boutique. That's like my favorite Beastie Boys album.
I don't concern myself too much. I'm not one of those like, and this I don't say this in a bad way, but like I think you care probably more about condition than I do. Like I will buy cheap vinyl for the price as long as it doesn't have any like skips on it, or if it's got the ring wear and everything, I'll grab it if I can get I love getting vinyls for like $5 or $10, but I totally respect those who are willing to who have more disposable income and are willing to just drop loads of cash on vinyl. But it's like if I'm spending a bunch of money on vinyl, then I can't buy video games. So I kind of have to.
I'm the opposite way. I sort of like slow down on buying video games. I just buy the records because I listen to that more than the video game stuff. But I don't know. That's just me. Like I don't know. I'm kind of out of the allure of because I have everything I want on like all the systems that I care about.
Yeah.
Like I got pretty much everything I want on GameCube, got everything I really want on Dreamcast, got everything I want on Saturn for the most part. Unless it's some weird game, which is like 25, like usually 25 to $30. It's some obscure random Japanese game, but
yeah,
like I got everything I need. I don't really need like anything like, oh, I need to get the Saturn game, because after I got what's it called, Magic Knight Ray Earth, it's like I don't really need like a lot of stuff, because the only really games I'm missing for Dreamcast are like Cannon Spike and Project Justice.
Cannon Spike is one of the best games on the Dreamcast.
But the thing is, I have it on the Naomi Candy Cab, so it's like, do I really like?
Yeah, we've had this conversation.
Project Justice. I have the Project Justice, like the GD, the cartridge for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's for the Naomi, so it's like, do I really like?
Yeah.
Need a Dreamcast version when I have it on the best thing possible?
I have a nitpick, or I guess you could say kind of like there's something I love and hate about the Switch, is that it's making me want to rebuy a bunch of games I already own. I'm like, I already own Xenoblade Chronicles on the Wii, and I own it on the new 3DS, and now I have to get it on the Switch as well, because I just feel compelled to get like yet another version of it. I have Final Fantasy 12 on there again, and it's like there's all these great new games that I want to buy, but they're like keep putting out all these old games. Like one that we're going to talk about, and it's it's like making me want to buy all these old games on a new platform. So I don't know. It's kind of a love-hate thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm really good at not buying old games on systems I already have games on. So like, I think the only thing that I make exception is like Cotton or like some of the other weird shmups, just for convenience sake. Like, I think there's another game I wanted to get that's the Klonoa collection.
Yeah,
I want to get that one.
Oh yeah, I'm getting that too. High five. I love Klonoa, and I think it'll be totally worth it. Danthrax is right. Switch is Port City. I think it's kind of almost obvious, and they're not even apologetic about it. They're like, well, our last system completely flopped, and we had a bunch of good games that hardly anybody got to play. So yeah, we're just gonna like put like a very thin coat of varnish on them and kick them out the door. It's not even like a new coat of paint. It's like they're just like putting some UV protection on Mario Kart there or whatever and calling it good, But I mean, tons of people are buying it because nobody bought a Wii U. Sorry to the people that love the Wii U. Sorry, Cameron.
RIP.
Yeah.
But the thing is that, did you hear the DLC? There was releasing like 42 tracks for Mario Kart 8.
True.
8. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. So what is it? Nick still hasn't gotten the DLC he wants, which is Captain Falcon in Smash. I think that's what he keeps waiting for.
Yeah, totally. That's exactly what he wants.
Wasn't that the one? Yeah. And also, it would be nice to have an actual F-Zero game. That's not. I know Fast RMX is cool. Happening. Yeah, that ain't happening. They just don't care about that series, sadly.
They do not.
They never did. Honestly, it was like what? It was like a test bed for other stuff. For Mario Kart.
I don't know. The thing is that I think it'll happen maybe eventually, but I think Nintendo's too pre-focused on their other games to really care.
Mm-hmm. Sega should just make
Double Dash like mode and Mario Kart 8 though. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, they should just let Sega make one again. Make another F-Zero game. They did a great job.
Yeah, RIP that. But the Wii U, good console. Getting expensive though. Some of the game, like even the 3DS, like I really been actually there's one game I do really need for the 3DS that I need to get because I know as soon as I don't, it's gonna jump up triple the price. Is a Yokai Watch 3. Holy crap!
Oh, okay, yeah. Was that one that didn't come out in the US or something? I don't have that.
No, it came out in America, but it was like super limited. Like you had to like pre-order like in a small window in 2019, and then if you didn't, you like missed it, and it was already $100+ on eBay. It was annoying, but that's the last 3DS game I need that I want because I love the Yokai Watch series, and they're shutting down the store, so I need to get my butt on getting Yokai Watch 3 for the 3DS. And if you have it, do some trading, maybe trade a little bit. Maybe. maybe do a trade. But yeah, if you have Yokai Watch 3 and the 3DS, hit me up. I will buy that.
I forgot to ask you last week what you thought about the finale of Boba Fett, Book of Boba Fett.
I liked it, but like I said, at the end of the day, I think I talked about this in the last one.
Mandalorian,
it feels like
2.5.
Mandalorian season 2.5.
Yes,
I'm gonna be honest.
Agreed. And Boba was like kind of like an insignificant character in his own show.
Yeah, you know? it felt like he got gimped. It felt like that it was the Mandalorian focus, and like I'm not going to spoil it, but there's certain characters that come back, and it's like, did they really need to come back for this?
I know. Yeah.
But I did like the one character review. I don't know. Are we doing spoilers?
No,
or
we're not doing spoilers? I don't want to do spoilers. I just kind of wanted a general snapshot of what you thought. I don't want to ruin it for people if they still haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely think that you should see it, but yes, what Martin says that it's very cheesy, and I agree. Like, there are some things in there, like the biker scene. That's not a spoiler, just saying the biker scene.
More like Power Rangers, right?
Like, there are things that I would just love to burn from like, I would just love to delete them from the show because they just cheapen it. But yeah, no, I mean, there's definitely some good things about it and some bad things, and you're absolutely right. It feels like the Mandalorian 2.5 because I think maybe they just felt like, well, that's what everybody still wants. Everybody just wants more Mandalorian. Yeah. You know,
I did like the one character reveal they had in it that you probably know who I'm talking about. I'll just say that it's blue, and you'll know exactly who I'm talking about.
Oh, you just spoiled it. Everybody knows.
Somebody blue shows up in Star Wars. Spoilers.
Yeah,
there's about 100 blue characters, so like
I guess some people weren't happy with his appearance, but
I liked it. He was voiced by the same person too.
Yes,
so.
Exactly. That was the good thing. That goes a long way. Anyway, yeah. So I thought it was good overall, but it was kind of cheesy. I definitely didn't like it as much as the Mandalorian, and I definitely felt like Boba talked too much. That's not necessarily a spoiler. I would just say that, you know, the way that they took his character, they ended up making him soft and making him talk too much, and he's just like not really Boba Fett, you know. So that's Disney for you, though.
Yeah, I mean, kind of sad, but
did Boba Fett ever actually have a character in the original movies?
Not really.
I think he was just a guy that fell in the Sarlacc pit, and that's it.
Yeah, no, I mean, he was in Empire, and he had a few lines, but he was basically supposed to be mysterious, you know, and it was that mysteriousness that kind of made it, you know. Once you give people too much, then it's like they're just, you know, not as interested. And I think that's the thing about Boba Fett. People were kind of able to kind of imagine his character, you know. So anyway,
I did like him in the Star Wars Holiday Special, though, that Boba Fett cartoon.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
I still have never seen that, honestly.
You should see it. Just watch it. It's like 20 minutes on YouTube or whatever. You can watch the whole thing.
Just look up the cartoon portion. You can skip the rest of it. It has no bearing on anything. Just skip to the cartoon part and then stop after it ends.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna watch the Holiday Special, I might as well do the whole thing.
You don't. You don't want. I'm gonna be honest. You don't want to do the.
You
whole
don't want to do that. No, just watch the cartoon.
Like seriously, you think you do, but then you watch the entire thing, and you're like, I should have just watched the Boba Fett cartoon and just closed it out.
Speaking of cartoons,
that's what I did.
Speaking of cartoons, I did catch the first the first episode of Shenmue Thunderclap. I didn't.
What did you think?
Well, I love it. I actually watched it. I watched it on Crunchyroll, and I watched it with ads because I don't actually have a Crunchyroll account. I probably need to get one. And it was it wasn't dubbed. It was just original Japanese voices with the sub. You know, that's the only way.
For dub or no?
There wasn't even an option, and I imagine it might have something to do with the fact that I was on a free trial or whatever. So I don't have Adult Swim. I have HBO Max, and there's an Adult Swim hub, but it doesn't have it. Yeah. So I don't have it. And I downloaded Adult Swim, but they want you to pay. And then I heard it was on Cartoon Network, but I wasn't able to find it there. And then on Crunchyroll, I was able to watch episode 1, but they haven't. Episode 2 and on is locked. So I'm kind of, I don't know if they're going to unlock it.
Yeah, you have to pay for that.
You do have to pay? Oh, well then that's the only way I'm going to be able to do it. If you really want
to watch it, I'll let you use my Crunchyroll account. It's not a big deal.
Would you? I would like to avoid having to sign up for another account just to watch one show. But yeah, if you don't mind, I would.
Just trade me. Like if you get Paramount Plus, just like send me the login info for it or whatever. Yeah. We'll do an account trade or something.
Yeah, we can do an account trade. That's fine.
We'll figure out what you have, and then I'll latch onto that, and you can latch onto that, and of course the Plex you're always welcome to. I already have like 10 people on that, so.
Oh, you have your Plex server public or to like a few people?
Yeah, I just added Cwin to it. I have a friend of mine. I think I have a couple relatives. But yeah, it's good because I have like the entirety of Dragon Ball Z on there. I have I have a bunch of anime. Dragon Ball Z. I have the entirety of Case Closed and Detective Conan, all 700 plus episodes of the stuff.
Nice.
And a bunch of other shows. All of Evangelion too, and more importantly, Evangelion, all of that.
Wow.
And all the Eva movies. So if you guys wanna, and of course my music library is like in the terabytes at this point.
The trilobite. Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep calling it. It's in the terabyte. So if you guys, if you want Music Dave and you want anything, you can just hop onto there.
I might take you up on that actually. Right now I do have a NAS, and it's just like a Western Digital, and our Roku like dials into that, and we have a bunch of movies on there and stuff like that. But yeah, I haven't used Plex in a really long time, but I might take you up on that. Now everybody's going to want to take you up. Everybody's going to be knocking on your door.
Only shows I can't. Huh?
You should not have publicly announced that.
Yeah, maybe not.
I mean, if I know you and I like you, I'll probably add it to you if you really, really want to watch something. Like I added Cwin on there because he wanted to watch Eva for some reason. I don't know why he wanted to watch Eva, and I can't say why, but he wanted to. So.
Meanwhile, I've just got alternatives in VR chat if I really want to see something.
Mr. VR chat here. What did you say? You had 900 hours in VR chat, right?
Thereabouts, yeah.
God damn.
I try to get on daily just to say hi to people.
That's cool.
I'll have to hit you up on that and meet you in there for the record room thing.
Oh, yeah.
We'll figure it out. But anyways, should I open this thing up?
Yeah, do it. You got so Retrobit sent Peter a bunch of these, right? And then he sent them out. Peter's in Canada, by the way. So I thought it was funny that they sent it up to Canada, and then he had to mail it down to the US, but he did.
I think it's just easier that way.
Sorry?
It's probably just easier that way, just to distribute to people.
That's true. Yeah, it is. I'm just, they're in the US, right?
Yep.
Aren't they? Yeah.
Are you guys ready?
Yep, we're ready. What do you got?
Alrighty, got the Mega Man Wily Wars collection.
Wars, yep.
And some cards.
A little pack of cards. Cool.
Yeah, so it looks like the box is sealed with this Mega Man sticker, so I don't know if I'm gonna open it on stream because I need to figure out a way to get into it, but I don't want to. I'm not sure. Should I open it on? It's just a plastic thing. Should I?
Is there a flap on the underside?
There is, but I think that's sealed with like a clear. You at least have to cut it.
I'm gonna open up the bottom that's clear one because it's like I don't think it matters.
Yeah. How are the corners?
I don't want to ruin the Mega Man sticker. The Mega Man sticker looks dope.
How are the corners of the box? I just am curious because one of mine
they look
good.
Good so far. Let me open up the plastic container real quick, and I will.
Anyway, thank you, Peter, for shipping those out. I know it wasn't cheap.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
They look pretty solid to me.
Awesome. Good.
But yeah, it's really cool. Like they have a bunch of documents and stuff in here. They have the box having this cool holographic thing. I think you can open it up without breaking anything.
Do you have a Mega Drive or something? Or you have the Mega SG, right? Or
I have a RGB inputs. Huh? Actually, should I do this for the game stream? Maybe.
You
Why
could.
For the game stream? What do you guys think?
What were you planning on?
It's not.
I was going to do Jet Set Radio. The demo
Jet Set is going to be a lot less frustrating for you. The controls on Wily Wars is just irredeemable. I mean,
but yeah, opening up the box right here, we have this cool thing. You got the cool cartridge for the Genesis, and then this cool poster with this guy.
Right.
Look at him. He's menacingly. He's like, like doing that noise. Like maybe he's like doing something. But yeah, it's this cool poster thing. Oh, double-sided. Oh, shoot.
Nice.
Cool poster on that, and then on this side too, got this one with all his enemy friends that he makes out with.
The time I got the Mega Man headphones for Christmas, And like a couple days later, the right ear cup just snapped off the plastic.
Yeah. Oh shoot. Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. You have to be careful with those headphones. I don't even bother with like any of the things. I just like if it's not like these, I just don't even bother anymore.
Yeah, it's like my mom then got me a second pair because she had like a protection plan from Walmart. Same thing happened like a week or so later.
Yeah.
For display only,
dude. But yeah, the manual's kind of cool. It has like English and then also Japanese in it, so it's like a double language sort of thing. So got cool Japanese language to it too. Jump to English. Full color manual. It's kind of cool. That's neat. And then of course you guys are waiting. What does the game cart looks like? And of course it looks like this cool blue shell thing. It's like records except with a cartridge. Oh, cool. Oh, I broke something. No, I didn't. I'm just joking. Got this cool cart. On the back, it's like
nice.
This cool Mega Man thing. Really nice.
Is it is it kind of shiny or like got some like glitter in there?
Yeah. It's like it's like dot things. It's like water.
Oh, okay, cool.
Almost. And the best part about it, oh crap, this has a beveled edge on it.
Oh, it does have a beveled edge. Good.
There is a beveled edge on this that is confirmed for beveled edgeness. So, if you guys are wanting,
that's good to hear.
That is good to hear. Yeah. That gets an extra little check from Pat. If anybody wants
a beveled edge, Chris, you can write to Bob and let him know beveled edge is confirmed. Can you make a mental note of that for me?
I could do that right now. I'll just
let Bob know beveled edge confirmed. Just type that in the chat, beveled edge confirmed. Don't like have any context. Just type in beveled edge confirmed, and then they got the certificate of authenticity. I am number 8,658 of 20,000. So that's special.
It'd be a good
CC you as well.
Be a good band name. We are Beveled Edge.
Beveled, and they have this cool they have stickers too. Oh crap! Look at this, stickers, guys. You can put Wily on your butt. You can put Mega Man on your arm. You could put I don't remember any of these guys.
Lacquerware,
put Proto Man on your butt too.
Greg, it doesn't. Beveled edge won't bork your edge connector because with a regular square edge, oftentimes it'll just like damage the pins or like push them down or
it can damage your cartridge slot over time, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
so it's good.
Wear out the pins as well, so you it's kind of it should be standard practice really it's really just lazy like cost cutting, but almost like laziness, to not do it, because I don't think it adds that much to the fabrication process. I will
say though, I like it when Demons of Asterborg originally shipped without a beveled edge, and after feedback, they like later versions have like a beveled edge on the cart.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, at least that's good to hear.
They got collector's cards too. They have like cool art cards of people. So if you get am I showing this off enough, guys, or am I like I keep forgetting if I'm showing? If I'm not,
yeah,
I got these and got the cool stats on the back of them, so like you want to stat it up. Really cool. Oh my god, there's so many things in this collector's edition. It's ridiculous. Like,
I think the stats are there for those baseball card fans.
Exactly. So if you want to bat against Mega Man, you know where to look to get the stats on that. And then, oh my god, there's more crap in this thing. Sorry, that was really offensive to say. There's a lot of stuff in here. Sorry, the way I said crap, it sounded really offensive. There's a lot of golden stuff in here, and
there's a lot of golden crap in here. There we go.
And these cool holographic things, the holographic card things that like change as you move them. Got cool. Look at this. Like I'm like opening up different things of this. Like
you're gonna have to take the color. You're gonna have to take some good photos with your nice camera.
Yeah,
like lay it out on the table and take like a good glamour shot of everything.
Yeah, like if you want Proto Man in here, you can have Proto Man. You don't have to. You know what? If you want to say, you know what, Mega Man is a wimp. I don't want that Mega Man crap on my box art. I don't need that negativity in my life. Bam! You get Proto Man as your cover. You want Proto Man. You know what? You want Proto Man. Mega Man can go suck eggs.
Does the lenticular thing work on there? Does it change the image?
Yeah.
It does. There you go. Cool.
It's just change. It's like doing a can. Look, I'm doing
doing a can.
But anyways, there's a lot of good stuff in this. Not crap, good stuff. There's a lot of good stuff with this, and I think this is honestly, I think this is a lot of good value for your money. Like, I think
what's the price?
Of good value for your money in this.
What is the MS?
Okay. Would you be able to look that up for me?
Yeah. Let's. Thought you knew it because you were saying it was a good value.
I was just saying. I just meant like
you're saying at any price, it's a good value. Let's see here.
At any price, yeah.
Retro bit. Somebody else is gonna beat me to it.
Yeah, it is $100, and I'm kidding.
Well, let's see here. They have a list price here. I see the its pre-orders have ended. Cool. Shows all the stuff. I'm not seeing a list price here. Not seeing a list price.
Well, yeah, I believe it was $100 straight for it, which isn't too bad.
That sounds familiar. I just can't find that. Okay, well, anyway.
Maybe it's 70 something, but yeah, either way, I think it's a pretty good value for your money. I think if you can get it, I think you should.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. It's still for sale in places, or?
Well, pre-orders have ended.
Pre-orders have ended. Is there no way else to get it, or?
Dude, $69.99. That is a great value.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
For that whole thing, yeah.
Mega Man: The Wily Wars Collector's Edition will retail for $69.99 and become available for pre-orders at Limited Run, Castlemania, Dragon Box Games, Spell, and Sant, and Strictly Limited for Europe. Pre-orders will only run from May 21st to June 21st. Wait a second. And why did I just see that they... Okay, I was reading that directly from Retrobit's site. Then when you go to the actual... It says pre-orders... I can't get it to focus right here. Well, anyway, it says right on their page right here, pre-orders have ended. But it's not May 21st or June 21st, so I don't know.
Yeah, but anyways, I think if you can find it, if wherever they have pre-orders still, I don't know.
Yeah, Limited Run is out of stock. $69.99. Strictly Limited, €69.99 euros. That's what it's going for. It looks like $69.99.
It's a pretty good deal for what you get. There's a lot of stuff in that for $60, $70.
Yeah.
I mean,
if you're a Mega Man fan, you kind of almost have to. Like, if you collect Mega Man, you have to.
Well, I mean, you can't now.
Yeah, you can. You will. Hopefully, you got on it, right?
Hopefully, you got it. But I guess we just like Retrobit was kind enough to send this to us, and we want to talk about it on air, and gonna do some videos and articles about it, and more in depth. I mean, do you guys want to see us do a gameplay of it tonight? Actually, I don't think my Genesis is even plugged in, so maybe I'll not be able to do it for this stream. I don't know.
Just do it next week.
Next week.
People can, have something to look forward to next week.
Yeah, next week we'll do that, and I'll have it all set up. I'll have my Genesis plugged in, I promise, or maybe not. But anyways,
So much megativity, Lacquerware says.
Megativity. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, if you guys want a pretty good, that was a really good deal on that. $70 for all that stuff. Not bad at all. Not bad at all, dude. So yeah, I think Dave's gonna write an article up on that, right?
I'm gonna try. I have a couple articles in the pipeline, and then there's also a couple other projects we're working on. But yeah, so if it needs to be timely, then if it needs to be like next week, I don't know about that. We'll see.
I'll figure it out. I'm gonna try to put a video together of it, or just like take pictures of it. And
if you take some nice pictures, that would definitely help.
Yeah, I think the most important thing I want to cover though is the beveled edge and how compatible it is with a actual Genesis or Genesis or Mega Drive or whatever you want to call it. Or was it the XI or the what was the Laserdisc one? Laser Active Mega Drive.
Yeah, Laser
add-on.
Active, CDX.
Whatever you want to call it, whatever you can jam a Mega Drive Genesis game into and turn it on and it works. I want to make sure that I've got.
I want to make sure it works in an AT games. It's got to work in an AT.
It's got to work in AT games, or else the review
no
is
deal.
null and void.
That's a real deal breaker if it doesn't work.
It'll probably work, but do you want it to at that point?
Well, that's the joke. Anyway.
Yeah, probably not. Nomad. We forgot Nomad. It needs to work in the Nomad.
Oh yeah.
Nomad or Riot. But this actually is not going to be. I'm not going to be enjoying this. Sadly, this is going to Peter because he is a Mega Man Drive fan, half man, half drive, all hard. Basically, this is going to him, so he's going to get this. I just want to do a review of it. He will get the cool collector's edition. I'm kind of getting jealous right now that I don't have it, but I'm gonna be honest, gonna sit in a drawer. I'm not gonna play it, but not in a negative way, just because I don't hate it, but I'm not a big Genesis guy, but I will play it and review it, and I'll give my 2 cents on it. Thank you again, Retrobit, for sending that to us. Peter's gonna enjoy it, Dave's gonna enjoy it, and I know Nick is gonna enjoy it. I think he might do something for that too, so we'll figure it out. Maybe he'll write the article. I'll talk to him about that. We'll sync it up.
Cool. Should we talk about news? We don't have much, but
a whole 2 articles that we have.
Yeah, I wouldn't even call this an article, but okay. So, I mean, well, yours is the E3 thing is okay. Here we go.
Jeez, just insulting my writing.
No, I'm talking about Trash It. I'm talking about Trash It. There's literally a Saturn game called Trash It, and that is exactly what you should do with this game.
Yeah, there's a reason why it's called Worst of this time and not best. Well, worst of Saturn, best of Saturn.
Nice.
There's the worst of Saturns. There's the best of Saturns.
I see what you did.
It's because it's garbage.
My God, this game looks like a lot of brown. It's hot brown.
It's like they looked into the future and it's like, oh, all the games. Hey, look at this. It's a junkyard on the Saturn.
Right, so this is something that we didn't get in the U.S. They got this in PAL territories.
This is
Europe.
A PAL only game.
Trash it.
If you're a PAL, you'll play it. If you don't, it got trashed in the United States.
And essentially, it was Rage Software, which they made some good stuff, but this isn't one of the things that they made that I think was good. It's so it'll be one of those games that I burned to a disc back in the day, and I popped it in my Saturn and played it for about 5 minutes, and then I promptly did what the title tells me to do, and I trashed it. I'm not even kidding. Oof. I didn't hold on to the CDR. I just trashed it, and I did that. I did that a lot. I burned back when I was burning Saturn games. So this would be at least a decade ago, or more. I would be burning most of my stuff to Sony's or Taiyo Yudin's, if it was something I really liked. But if it was stuff that I didn't know about, I would just burn it to a cheap Memorex or something like that just to try it out. And then it's if it was really good, I'd put it on something archival. This didn't make it that far. You're essentially you're trying to build. It's got horrendous controls. It's got really ugly sprites, bland graphics. But I mean, you're trying to build these towers and you're trying to build these structures out of trash. Basically, you're at the dump, and that's it's like I've seen what is it and this is gonna sound like an insult, but no, I've actually seen a lot of games from the homebrew competition that are 10 times better than this game. I would say Ray's tank game. That's actually kind of an insult. No, Ray's tank game is awesome, but
don't compare Ray's tank game to this trash.
Well, I'm trying to say even some of the not great. I would say Mall Santa is better than this. Even in its current state. Do you think the Garfield game is more entertaining than this? The one where it's just a rotating sprite. Well, because I know what that is, because I know why that's so cool, then yeah, probably. I don't know. Peter's probably going to kill me for saying this too, because I know Peter likes really obscure stuff on the Saturn. I'm sure he owns a copy of this.
Well, I mean, he basically said that the very name implies where the Saturn game belongs, the trash.
Okay, good.
So
yeah.
I assume he doesn't like it.
See, Pat, but you argued that you would rather play this than Mr. Bones, and I say that
I would rather.
That's a crime.
At least this one. The thing about that is that this one has some unknowns to it. But Mr. Bones, I know exactly what I'm getting, and it's getting teleported to a graveyard in the middle of nowhere again, having to hitch a ride back.
Okay.
So no.
Okay. Yeah.
Worse
Well,
than Mr. Bones. If I could put the games that'll send you directly to hell if you play them, Mr. Bones, I would use that. So I don't. Is there something worse than worse? Like there has to be a word that's worse than worst. Like disgusting, like gnarly in the worst way possible.
I don't know. Yeah. You joked
I would
though,
rather
but
stab my arm with a rusty knife than play Mr. Bones.
You're
Hashtag.
melodramatic, dude. You are melodramatic.
No.
You joked about throwing Gun Griffin in the trash, though, so I never know if I can take you seriously.
I mean, I did. I broke that disc in half and threw it away. I mean, there's confirmed pictures of that.
I guess you could say you trashed it.
Yes.
Yep. R.I.P. Gun Griffin.
Anyway, so if you're a completionist, get it. Otherwise, please avoid it. Do yourself a favor and buy some good games.
Buy something else. Spend the money on Sonic Jam instead.
And I mean, like, I wouldn't even put this on an ODE. That's how. Like, I wouldn't. It's not worth the space on my SD card.
I feel filthy putting it on there, but I have Mr. Bones on there, so I guess it's already tainted with that disgusting mess of a game.
But if you guys disagree, let us know in the comments. Send us an email, get in our Discord and tell us we're wrong. Far be it from me to be closed-minded to other people's opinions. I mean, I like Congo for what we're talking about. I like Congo, and some people absolutely hate that game. So, somebody could have a hot take on this.
Hot take, hot games. But no, one thing I did want to bring up is that Mr. Bones actually is now canonically the only Saturn game I've ever played that's retail that crashed on me. Like, I'm not joking. That game crashed on me in the middle of the stream, so...
Oh, really?
I mean, it's already got that going for it. I don't think I've had a Saturn game ever crash on me, so...
Was that the Satiator?
No, I think it was the game itself.
You play...
For the record, I have had several Saturn games crash on me, but none of them were official release.
Yeah, Mr. Bones was the only official game that actually crashed on me.
Interesting.
Yeah, I jumped the wrong way and then my sprite disappeared.
Well, that's not... I can't say that I'm surprised. There are quite a few Saturn games that have interesting little bugs like that.
Right in the trash can. But speaking of a game that doesn't belong in the trash can, why don't we talk about this goodie? The Jet Set Radio E3 2000 Dreamcast Prototype that was just recently found.
Is it just me, or did you get a copyright strike on this?
Some random company called Orchard Music or something copyright striked it, but I tried to search them in Jet Set and nothing came up, so I assumed it was a troll company, so I disputed it, so hopefully that'll go through. If not, we probably have a strike on our account, so I probably should have thought before I did that, but I didn't.
No, they'll probably, this happened to me once, because some guy in Czechoslovakia or something, or Romania, tried to claim the Green Hill music from Sonic the Hedgehog on the Genesis. You're just going to end up waiting a whole month to get a response, and nothing's going to happen.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about that. If they really want the money for whatever, how many views it's going to get, whatever, and you have it. That's the principle of it. Don't copyright strike the videos if you don't own it. You're giving us grief, and I don't want to give you money, and I don't want to be it's just one video. No, you could be doing it to 5 other people, and it's hundreds of other people, and he's raking in the money. If one video makes him not have money, then I am all for screwing whoever that is over.
So there's a bunch of minor little differences in this build.
Yeah, so basically, recently the Dreamcast Info Preservation Games website dropped the April 28th E3 prototype of Jet Set / Grind Radio. Which essentially, basically, this is an interesting build because it is not only is it it's a demo of it, or a prototype and has early stuff, but it actually has exclusive lines from the game itself, like exclusive audio lines with the DJ guy saying, "Hey, welcome to this demo. You're gonna do this," and then at the end of it, it's like, "Hey, thanks for playing. Go work on your Dreamcast skills. We'll see you when this drops and whenever it drops."
Oh, nice. So they took the time to like make it an actual. It wasn't just a cut of the game. It was like, okay, that's cool.
It's an interesting mechanic. It basically loops itself the demo, so you'll play through one level and you'll beat it, and then it will have him do that, and it'll kick you back to the menu and just keep repeating it. But it's interesting, though, because in the beginning of it, you can jump to different levels in the game. You can go there's a menu, like a debug menu, and you can set different stages, so you can allow or deny different areas. So if you want to have them play one area, you can just have them play one area, or they can play multiple areas. It looks like they were using a menu from TGS, which is Tokyo Game Show, which makes sense. Like, why would they redo the debug menu for one thing? So basically, when you boot up the game and it has this debug menu, and you select, you can select the stage you want to start on, the mission, and then you can check the character and the versus character that you have to fight. And then you can see if you want events on or off, and then you can go to either the garage, the game, the demo, or the title screen. So if you go to the game, it'll kick you off to where you select for the stage. If you go to the garage, just do the garage and go through the whole demo again. You can just go straight to the demo itself, or go to the title screen. So it's very unique in that aspect. And you can actually jump to the last level with characters, and there's actually no music on the last level. It's a little bit further in the video. But I actually go through the last level to play it. I die and lose, but once you finish that level, it'll jump back to the demo and keep playing over and over again ad infinitum. Because obviously this is for press and people that... Wait, what? Character? Oh yeah, it's misspelled. I didn't even notice that. Character. Your character. But yeah, basically, this demo, for people that don't know, events like E3, it's a giant line of people, and you get in line, play a demo for a little bit. It says, "Thank you for playing." You go out of line, the next person comes in. So this was made to loop infinitely. So the next press person's set in line. Here, you play this. Okay, you're done. Here you go, you play this. And there's usually a line of 4 or 5 Dreamcasts or something in there, and then you just go and play it. But yeah, here's the last level. I obviously blow at it, so just see me fail horrendously. But I didn't know what was going on. I just jumped to the last level of the game. I really haven't beaten Jet Set before, so I'm not the best Jet Setter guy.
Great game, though.
It is. It's probably one of my favorite Dreamcast games. I love it. If you haven't played it, go ahead and play it. It's getting expensive, though. It's about, I think, $60 now to get a complete copy.
Yeah.
I remember when it was just $15.
If you want it cheaper, though, you can get the HD port on Steam. Any computer can run it nowadays.
And that's true, yeah. Definitely, it's a game to experience, regardless of the platform. I think it's one of those unique games that you just gotta try. And of course, a lot of other games have been inspired by this.
Exactly, Splatoon.
I want to say it's one of the first.
Cyberpunk.
It's one of the first I can really remember that utilized the cell shaded graphics. Way before Wind Waker did it. Way before I'm having a hard time.
Cell Damage.
Yeah, and that other shooter.
Didn't the Aviator one that you played have it? It was that Aviator one on the GameCube. It's like something Skies.
Huh. Skies.
It was a game that you Crimson. No, not Crimson Skies. There's that one that you always talk about on the GameCube. It's the one that you're flying planes. With all the wacky characters.
Oh, what is that? Wacky Racers or something like that? Yeah,
no,
there's a GameCube.
Yeah, it's like a fly one.
Freaky Flyers. I don't think Freaky Flyers uses cell shaded, does it?
Okay, it didn't.
Yeah,
okay, I thought
that's a game that folks should check out, though. Definitely, it's
game.
Underrated. You tried it? Did you try that?
No, I just know that you told me it's
great.
Oh
yeah,
so
it is. It is. There's another game called 7, I think. I think it's called 7 on the PS2.
13. 7. Yeah, there's 13, and then there's the one Killer 7. Killer 7.
Okay, yeah, I'm thinking of Killer 7, and then there's also 13 that also uses cell shaded. But all of that stuff was inspired by this. I don't think before these guys did this, nobody was really thinking about rendering graphics this way. So, and then of course like the soundtrack and everything like that, you know, and just the oozing style. Like it wouldn't be a Sega game if it wasn't just oozing character and style, you know. That's one of the things that Sega did best, really, was just create games that just have so much personality and style. I would say that games like Nintendo's Splatoon have really been heavily influenced by games like this. Yeah,
Splatoon is probably one of my favorite shooters of the last generation.
I'm just sad that it doesn't have
the past tense to describe Sega's ability to deliver a game.
But
no, I'm super excited for Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, which is the Spirit successor to this.
Yes.
And it has the same music. The guy doing the music for this one is doing it in that game.
Naganuma.
Yep. That guy.
I remember liking the soundtrack to Jet Set Radio a lot. That back when I had the iOS version of the HD port.
Yeah.
There were times where I'd just go into the sound test and just play the music and stick my iPod in my pocket with my headphones and just listen to the music through that.
Yeah, I actually downloaded the soundtrack this morning, right before I had to drive to drop off my turntable, because it's like a 2-hour drive back and forth. So I listened to like almost the entirety of that soundtrack, the Jet Set Radio and Jet Set Radio Future.
Yeah,
man, great soundtracks.
I found a FLAC collection of it, which made me happy.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's the one I downloaded.
Yeah, from Reddit, I guess.
Yeah, you know, I mean, and I love and appreciate Nintendo games and Sony games, and you know, like I'm not like such a big fanboy that I can't appreciate other stuff like that, but I have to say, like, nobody does music soundtracks like Sega games, and nobody does like really flamboyant, bright colors and just like that style. Like the mid 90s, you know, to late 90s Sega style was just, you know, took so many risks and like just didn't really care, you know, like wasn't worried about that was just like they weren't worried about whether it was going to sell or not. They were just making crazy shit, you know. And like Space Channel 5, you know, it was like there have been a lot of games that have come after that have been like that, but it's like when that came out, I was just like, what the hell is this? What the hell is this fish game where you talk to a fish, you know? Like, what the hell is all this weird bullshit? But I mean, it's like amazing, it's awesome, you know. But as a kid, I was just like, this is so bizarre, you know.
You know, it's kind of funny. I think Nintendo now is the risk taker with those sort of wacky games like Splatoon or like ARMS and the other ones, where Sega's more playing it safe with their some of their licenses, which I think is kind of an interesting turn. And I think it's what I want from Nintendo, is trying these interesting games. Like, I'm super pumped for Splatoon 3. I'm playing that day one.
Yeah,
like, that's my game I'm playing, coming out in May or whatever. Love Splatoon.
One game I like to go back to every now and again is the VR Space Channel 5 game that came out a couple years back.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
I need to play that one.
Yeah, it's really good.
That and VR Res is like awesome.
Oh, playing Res in VR just makes me want to playing the Res in VR just makes me want a VR version of Child of Eden.
I haven't played that one. I'll have to play that one. I think that was recommended to me by somebody.
It's like a spiritual successor to Rez, and it even like somehow slots into like the underlying story of it. So yeah, highly recommended.
It has a story.
It's like very subtle, but there is one apparently.
Yeah, there's like exactly. It's kind of, it folds out through like text, and you know, like
also, I recently also just got the butterfly ending in Rez because I was able to play with my VR heads and just aim with my motion controller.
Oh, nice.
I need to replay that on the Dreamcast. I don't remember what ending I got.
It's true though that Nintendo, well, I mean, it's not like they're really underdogs when you consider how well the thing is selling, but maybe coming off of the Wii U and their experience from there, they're kind of figuring out how they can stand out and be different from Sony and Microsoft. Because Sony and Microsoft is like, they're doing the AAA blockbuster titles and they're playing it really safe and giving you pretty much what you expect. But yeah, like with the Switch, aside from all the ports, which I admit they're rehashing a lot of games just so that they could sell them finally, because they weren't able to sell them before. And then a lot of like PC, you're getting like Portal and stuff like that on the Switch, which is cool. You know, if you missed Portal, you definitely need to play it. Here's a console you can play it on. But I mean, you probably played it on 360 or something like that, or you played it on PC or whatever. You can play Portal on a lot of things.
True game you play. Yeah, I was gonna say you play it on PC.
But again, like if you have a Switch and you've never played Portal, get it. Like it's a great game, you know. But again, like they are taking more chances. They are doing like weird stuff, and I like that. I definitely feel that vibe. Same kind of vibe I got from Sega with the Saturn and the Dreamcast back in the, you know, taking risks, doing different stuff.
I think the angle that they're taking with the Switch is also leaning heavily on the portability. In that, yes, you can play Portal again. Everyone's already played Portal, but have you played Portal on the toilet?
Portably, on the porta potty.
I mean, yeah. You just use a series of mirrors and a wireless keyboard and mouse. You poop while you play Portal. Poop in Portal.
Can you imagine that? You poop into an orange and it comes like out of the ceiling?
Now that's what I call thinking with portals.
Hey. Something cake lie go. But yeah, no, I really think that Portal's gonna be cool on the Switch, and honestly, like I said, I just think that I'm glad that Nintendo and other people are taking risks with games. Like I'm glad Klonoa has the Switch Switch port. I'm gonna be playing that, and hopefully it'll sell well enough so that we get a Klonoa 3 or I guess 4. I can't remember what number they're up to at this point.
Getting it on Steam when it comes out.
Yeah, I mean, I have all the Klonoa games, including like Door to Phantom Mile. And
I have the first one, but it's in Japanese. I can't afford the $500 PS1 version.
Right.
I only ever played the Wii remake because the public library had it.
Yeah. Speaking of public libraries, you know, you mentioned something recently, Pat, was that Mouse, you know, the book Mouse, I guess because of the banning in Tennessee school district banning, you know, made the prices or it went back on the bestseller list, right?
Sold out. It's like,
So then guess what? So then the publisher Penguin knocks on Internet Archive's door and says, take that book down so that we can sell more of it. And they're like, you do realize that the whole point of this argument is that we're trying to make it available. And they're talking about banning it in a school district. You're trying to tell us to take it down because you're citing copyright infringement. And we're like, no, we're a library. The Internet Archive is a public library, just like it's just a digital public library. So they're like, go to hell. You can take your request and shove it where. Yeah, so
do they actually have that right though? Like I thought the Internet Archive was more or less flying under the radar with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I don't actually know. They in the article that I read, they seem perfectly comfortable in standing their ground and saying no, we're not going to take it down. They have fair use, and they are a library. They're operating under the same kind of guidelines as like a public library. So they seem confident, and they just said, no, we're not going to take it down. And what you're doing is wrong because it goes completely against the whole point of trying to make something like that available, because it's information, right? If you're trying to keep information like that from being available, then that's counterintuitive. And so they just noticed, oh wow, we're selling a lot of copies of this book all of a sudden, you know, and it's on the New York bestseller list, so let's have them take it down so we can boost our sales. That's ridiculous.
The thing is that you can't really buy it anywhere because it's sold out everywhere. They're still trying to print more of them.
I got number 1 and number 2 on the bookshelf, and I don't think Jesse's ready to read it, but I'm definitely going to have him read.
It's pretty adult oriented.
Yeah.
Like there's some pretty messed up things in there and a lot of not so nice imagery, but
and there's some side stuff where he just kind of goes off and is not talking about the Holocaust anymore. He's just like talking about other adult kind of stuff, but yeah, so
it's kind of weird.
It's good. It's good, like, you know, upper level high school reading or college reading for sure. So, but anyway,
yeah, I would definitely read like 4th grade probably.
Oh yeah, okay.
When was it written?
Probably. I think it was in the 2000s, I think.
Okay, so it's recent enough where it's like it's not even.
I thought it was older than that.
I was under the impression that it was old enough where the original author has already sold off the rights somehow to some publishing company, and this is them literally just seeking rent.
Okay, it was 1991.
91.
Data publication 1980 and 1991. Wait, what?
Originally published 1980. Yeah, it was originally published 1980, but volume 2 was 91. So
I got you.
1980 and then to 91 is when it was Art Spiegelman. But it was actually like one of the first graphic novels to like really do well, like to do well commercially, like in general, for general public audience. But anyway, yeah, no, you were talking about the library and that tripped that I know that's not Saturn related, but again, like I hate it when people are talking about trying to like take something down because they want to hoard it for themselves or make money off of it, you know. I'm like very much against that. So it's like that's why I'm all about folks, dumping Dreamcast games and dumping Saturn games and making them available to people, because you're not going to preserve it by just hoarding it. Anyway.
Yeah, but I do recommend that if you do read it on Internet Archive, do buy a copy of it digitally at least, so you can support Art Spiegelman and the people that like make it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why I'd say that. Mm-hmm. Like if you read digitally, just buy it later physically or get a digital copy on Amazon. Just pay it. Like I'm gonna be honest, it's worth it. Yeah, it's an amazing book, and like even if you don't want the DRM stuff, you can just get it and have it a PDF. Because that's what I like to do. Is that sometimes I don't like the format it's in, and that's the only way I can buy it. So I'll buy it and then I'll go find a copy that's not in crap format.
Yeah,
it's still weird to me thinking of a book as having a format.
Yeah, I mean, is what it is.
Honestly, as much as I like going digital for things like just video games and stuff due to lack of space, I still prefer just having an actual book in my hand.
Yeah, same. Yeah, that's why I got comics. I've been I've been having Jesse use IGN. They do really, really detailed wikis for certain games, and like Breath of the Wild, they did a really big one. And he's been using that mostly, but it's like I just was like, I'm just gonna get that big, huge coffee table book, because there's nothing like being able to pour through hundreds of pages just about different cool weapon stats and different little things that Easter eggs you might not have known about and stuff like that. So I agree. When it comes to books,
the public library in the past also had one of the like the guide books, like it was the big one with like the gold like printing, shiny gold printing on the front. Like, okay, I have to get this because this just looks cool.
I wonder how many people check out video games from the public library, because me and my brother used to do that all the time. In fact, when we just got a Saturn and we didn't have a whole lot of extra cash, we would go to the public library and we would get games. Panzer Dragoons Vi, it's Croc, Wipeout.
I didn't know that was an option when I was a kid. I ended up just re-renting the same games over and over again at Blockbuster.
When Breath of the Wild came out, because I didn't have a Switch at the time or the money to get the game, I found that the public library had the Wii U version, so I would just rent it. Once the return day came up, I would go on the site, renew it so I could have it another week, then return it, and then come back a couple days later and get it again.
Nice. Aww. Cool. Yeah, so the public library, they still, support your public library.
Exactly. Go there. They have a bunch of DVDs. That's where I got like the majority of my music collection, is just getting CDs and ripping them to my computer and putting them on the front and back. That's usually where I get most of those.
The RIAA is listening.
All right, well, go to the library.
Yeah,
public libraries nowadays also have like Blu-rays and such. Like,
lots of good Blu-rays, lots of good autobiographies, and a lot of books on tape. So like
I primarily just cared about the movies and video games. Sorry, go on.
Fair. Yeah, my library's never had the video game stuff or at least anything recent. It was all like music, movies, or books. But to be fair, I had enough games, so I didn't really care.
I mean, technically, you're paying taxes that are paying to run the library. So, I mean, you're kind of indirectly paying for it. You just don't know it.
I just remember when I was a kid desperately trying to figure out where I could get a hold of the Sonic OVA, and I never even thought of thinking of, I didn't think to ask, hey, the librarian has access to not only the stuff that's at that library, but to the entire network. They can request to borrow certain media from other libraries. So in theory, even if your library doesn't stock video games, if you pester the librarian and say, "Hey, you have interlibrary loans, right? Can I borrow, Parappa the Rappa? Does somebody somewhere in the library system still have PlayStation games or Saturn games somewhere in the system?" I don't think they ever sold them off or gave them away, unless, well, maybe they gave them away. But
sometimes they
someone
do.
should actually try to see if somewhere hidden in the interlibrary loan system there is a cache of Saturn games or something, or old video games that are just waiting to be checked out again.
Fun fact. Fun fact about Sonic OVA is that if you happen to own a VCD card for your Saturn, Sonic OVA is pretty short and it looks really good on the Saturn's VCD player. It has really colors that pop. So it's not as much visual information as like a live action movie or something like that. So it actually translates pretty good to.
Are you talking about the one? Oh, sorry. Are you talking about the one that's a Sonic Jam?
What?
We're talking about the OVA with Metal Sonic.
Yeah. Okay, never mind. I'm being confused. Sorry. Continue. Yeah. I'm so sorry.
I have the VHS of that actually.
Yeah, but I'm just recommending that folks like the Panzer Dragoon OVA and the Sonic OVA and there's like a Virtua Fighter one.
Sakura Wars OVA.
Sakura Wars. They tend to be kind of short. They're anime. They're bright, bold colors. They translate really well to VCD, and the compression doesn't. It's not that big of a deal. Or black and white films are also really good for like old horror film. Black and white horror films look great on Saturn's VCD card. I just wouldn't recommend trying to do any kind of live action stuff on there because the compression hits it pretty hard. Though I haven't tried Trekkie's like ultimate settings. Trekkie was able to kind of max out the bit rate and everything like that of what you could put on a VCD. I need to still try that.
You guys are judging the FMV competition, the intersystem FMV
We're supposed
competition.
to. Yes, we are. We just haven't yet.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, there's live action samples in that competition. You can come back to us next week and tell us, hey, actually, that clip from Star Trek actually looks pretty good.
Right. Well, and Trekkie's is using Cinepack, right? Trekkie's is like Mr. Cinepack. And he's done amazing stuff with Cinepack too, I have to say. Just standard VCD, most like standard VCD creation software, like they do kind of like a fair to middling job on it. I know if you use TMG I forget what the program is called, but the one that Trekkies uses, you can actually like push the bit rate as far as you can go, like for the Saturn, and have it look a lot better. But I haven't gotten into that yet, just because time. But yeah, so I'm impressed with what he's been able to get out of Cinepack. Much better than anybody was able to do back in the day. So he's like the poster child for that compression.
Honestly, speaking of the Sonic OVA, I want to see Discotech Media try to get a re-release of that out there, because they did Adventure Sonic the Hedgehog recently.
Yeah,
and that Blu-ray release is really good.
Yeah, that would be rad.
It's an expensive one.
The problem with that, I think, is that Sega has been really irresponsible with the third-party publishers of their IP. So, like, I'm pretty sure some weird rights crap is going to happen with Sonic OVA. We're not going to be able to re-release it. They might not have the full rights anymore. Like, something similar happened with the Freedom Fighters and the Archie comics, where, freaking Ken Penders owns them somehow, despite them being Sega characters.
Right.
I thought
they can't have RP that French dude.
Wait, what? Everyone's talking about
RP the French dude.
What French dude? What are you talking about?
Antoine?
The French freedom fighter. I can't remember what his name was.
Oh, okay, yeah, Antoine.
RIP Antoine.
You guys hyped for Sonic 2, the movie? Looking forward to Idris Elba as Knuckles.
When I first heard of him like voicing Knuckles, I thought his name was Idris Elbow. That's the only comment I have.
Jeez, you never watched any of the movies with him? Idris Elba's a great actor.
He's a phenomenal actor. I love him in almost everything he's done. But man, for Knuckles, I don't know. I'm just gonna have to watch the movie. And
you can hear his voice in the preview, and it works. I mean, it's obviously not the guy we're used to, but they managed to bring back Tails' voice actor and no one else's.
Yeah,
that is kind of cool though. I think people really like Tails' voice actor.
Yeah, I mean she's great, or sorry, actress, whatever. But like, I honestly, compared to Ben Schwartz, I would have preferred Ryan Drummond or
Jason Griffith.
Honestly, I'm not a fan of David. Everyone like hypes up Ryan Drummond. I don't think his vocal takes are really good in the song.
His direction was bad, but the quality of his voice matches the character. And by the end of
Heroes is the best.
At least it's not Chris Pratt.
I was gonna say, listen to Ryan Drummond in Heroes. That I think is the best. That's
the end of his tenure when they actually started directing him. Because before, the sound direction was done by I don't know, like some high school student in the middle of nowhere with some sort of disability that allows him to not figure out when someone's talking and another person's not talking.
You know what, guys? Let's put a pin in this and talk about it during Pat's stream, because I realize we've gone over time and we need to thank our Patreon supporters. Yeah, so Pat's going to stream Jet Set Radio. So you guys can continue talking about this during the stream, because I think he's going to unmute everybody.
Sounds good.
Yeah, let's thank our Patreon supporters and then wrap this thing up. Roll
sounds
credits.
Good. Just want to give a shout out to Emerald Nova, Johannes Fetz, Blue Moon 95. Derek, aka A-Team, Momphis, Nutrageous, Tanuki Trev, and Young Money Swede for backing us at the 10+ level.
Thank you, guys.
If you want to get shout out on the SHIRO show and get some really awesome, cool perks, you can back us at the $10 level, get your shout out on the show. $20 will be on a podcast a quarter. Get early content and stuff like that. It's really cool, and it helps support the show. And if you don't want to support us through Patreon, you can also buy a shirt on our Threadless store at Sega Saturn SHIRO Threadless. It should be on the website as well. Link to our store.
That is correct.
And then of course, if you can't support us financially, like, subscribe, comment, share us out, leave a comment, let us know if we're doing good, doing bad. Leave a review on Apple Podcasts, letting me know I'm very sexy. That's usually a good way to get us some good reviews, because every time you give us a 5-star review, it gets us to tens of thousands of potential more people to watch our show. And here's the cool shirts you can get that you could enjoy wearing. Look at that. That's a sexy shirt. That looks really sexy. I like it a lot. But
why are we whispering?
I don't know.
No idea.
I can tell you I'm wearing one of the shirts right now, and I'm the sexiest man in my house.
Nice.
Yep, that's confirmed. That is confirmed. That's a fact of life. But anyways, I think that's about it. I will see you on the stream. I'm gonna play some Jet Set. So later, dudes.
Peace out.
Remember, you must. Yeah. Must play Sega Saturn.
You must play Sega Saturn. Peace.
Sega Saturn SHIRO!
To listen to the rest at some point.
Yo, what's up, guys? We're back. Oh, I forgot to put on my green screen. That's not good. You were seeing the green.
Yeah.
Hey, are you new to our Discord? Because I don't think I've met you before.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, welcome to the Discord. Glad that you could join us on the stream. And I appreciate all of your insights. So anyway, I'm gonna have to drop off. But anyway, I just wanted to say hi and good to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
We're trying to get the OBS to work. It's not showing the gameplay stream, so I'm trying to get that to show. It's not.
So are we live right now?
Yep, we were live.
Yeah, I think so. Did not realize.
Is this just like a black
talk about Sonic?
Yeah, it's a black screen with people talking about Sonic voice acting.
No.
The most riveting conversation possible.
No, there was no data he wasn't sending data for a while there. I think he just started. Anyway. Yeah. Well, yeah, I gotta drop off, guys. But anyways, it was nice talking to you guys. See you, Emerald.
For sure.
Nice being here.
Yeah. See ya, Anthony. I haven't heard from you, but anyway.